Hey there everyone, welcome back to another Ark Survival Ascended video. As always, I'm Captain Beefy. This is the game vault, and that's my, no, we don't want to look at that. Or that. Let's just do this. Alright, anyway, yeah, we're here on the center, and we're going to talk about 5 game-changing mounts that you end up getting during the course of a normal playthrough in this game. Now, these mounts are available on the island, and they're available on, well, not all of them are available on all maps, but they are available on the island. And considering that that's the starting map for pretty much everyone who plays, the first map you're going to play on, that's what we're going to talk about. So let's cue up the music and we'll get right to it. Alright, so one of the earliest mounts you're going to get in this game that's a pretty significant upgrade over anything else is going to be the trike, or the Triceratops. One of the most recognizable dinosaurs of all times. I mean, every little kid knows what it is. Now, granted, you're going to get a parasaur before that, maybe a Moschops and all that, which is great. You know, they're fun. Then they can help things out quite a bit. But what this guy has that makes him so special, well, a couple things, and let's take a look at it. For one, we can gather berries up, and a pretty good amount of them at a time, right? I got some levels here. Oh my god. Alright, we got 53 levels on this guy. Let's go ahead and put them in there. We're going to get them up to about 5,000 health. Everything else is going into melee, and we'll get them up to, I'd say, 1,000 weight. Yeah, you know what? Let's go 1,500. Now, what makes this guy so great is several things. Alright. There you go. Finish getting them leveled up. They're good. So, we can gather berries with them. And, you know, it's not stupid amounts of berries, but there's a decent amount. You get a lot of thatch with them. And he can get a little bit of wood as well. Not, you know, not tons. But he's gathering up wood, thatch, and of course berries. Now, early game, those are 3 very important resources. You're probably building with either thatch or wood for your first home. So, you know, gathering that kind of stuff up is great. Berries are probably one of your main sources of food. And, you know, you got to feed this guy, he's going to eat berries. You know, so that's good. Narco berries are important because you can go ahead and use them to make narcotics, and later on that helps you make some tranquilizing arrows and stuff like that. But he can also defend himself pretty good. Oh, we just dusted that Dilla. But yeah, with his, let's go find something, I don't know, worth fighting, even if it's just a Dilla. We'll aggravate something. I'll come back when we find it. Alright, well, we got another trike down here. So here's what's cool about a trike. They've got that big shield in the front, right? Their face. Whoop. So they take reduced damage if you face something head on. We're going to go ahead and give this guy a poke. See how we did 260 damage to him? And now we're only doing 39? That's because we're going head to head. He's only doing 2 to us. We've got a really nice, or not a really nice saddle, but we got a decent saddle on at least. But that combined with the, you know, going head to head like this, is significantly reducing the damage we take. And in the end, there we go. He's dead. Able to kill him without a problem. So, a very good early game. Tame, you know, he's kind of tanky. Gathers up some efficient, or is pretty good at gathering up some stuff that you need early game. And yeah, you're off to a good start once you get one of these guys. Alright, let's look at the next guy. Alright, this is the next big upgrade. Must have creature to tame mount, and that's the Argentavis. One of the best flying mounts in the game overall. At least it was. You know, now as different DLCs have come out, there's been some better flyers out there and all that, but pound for pound, these guys are great. You can really tailor them to what you want the creature to do. You can up its health and up its melee and have something that can handle itself in a pretty good fight. You can get lots of weight on these guys, and if you combine the weight, you know, the addition of weight with the ability to reduce weight on a lot of resources, these guys are awesome for carrying resources back to your base. Also, once you saddle them up, they become, yeah, a smithy, which is fantastic. Then, of course, you can always up their stamina, and I've got one that can fly across the entire island from one corner to the other without stopping. Now, another great thing about these things is they can assist you in taming immensely. Now, they can't pick up every creature in the game, but they can pick up quite a few middle-of-the-road creatures. Stuff like if you're looking to capture a Doedicurus, you can grab him and take him somewhere safe to tame him. Same thing with an Anki, a Parasaur, a Raptor, stuff like that. Those kind of creatures, those sizes. And we'll find something to grab here, and I'll show you what we're talking about. Yep, there we go. And we've grabbed ourselves a level 125 Raptor. Now, a couple things you could do if you're in a tribe. You just sit here with this guy and hold him, and let your guys shoot arrows or darts at him until he's knocked out. Or you could just, you just want the meat and hold him in your claws there. Chop him up, and, you're supposed to be able to harvest him or drop him, but hey. You see when you harvest him, he gets those little green smoke around him. That means his stamina and health is increasing at a little bit of a faster rate. So, boom. That's your second really, really big creature that you want to go ahead and get. Now, we'll look at the next mount. The next mount's one of my favorites overall in the game. This is a Thyla, and he just took a crap. These guys are found across the way in the redwoods. Pretty much in the redwoods on any map that has redwoods. You'll see them on Scorched Earth running around the ground quite a bit. Ragnarok, you can find some nice deserty areas where they're running around. Pound for pound, I think the best ground mount you can have. It can do fierce attacks. It inflicts a bleed. So if you're fighting larger creatures with it, that bleed attack will help you take something huge down. I take down Titanosaurus with these guys. Now, granted, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but it does. You see, we scored a pair of, hits there, critical hits. Look for something big here. But yeah, these guys are great. They can also climb, which is fantastic, right? They're not, they're not the best climbers in the game, but they can go and scale their way up walls quite a bit and get you to areas you normally wouldn't be able to go without like a grapple hook or something else. As you can see, they're a little janky about it, but hey, it's better than not being able to climb at all, right? Ooh. And we made it pretty high up there. They also take reduced damage when they fall, so you don't have to worry about falling from great heights so much. It's not going to kill one of these guys in one shot. They got that reduced damage, so it's not going to hurt them too bad. Let's look around for something fairly large here. I was hoping for a sauropod of some sort, maybe. So you can see that bleed effect in action. I don't know. But yeah, I can run all the way around any map with this guy. One of my absolute favorite dinos. Good for caving. If you're on an unofficial server and you can use cryopods, this guy is useful in almost every cave. Here's something decent size. Almost every cave on the island, except for like even the easy and hard water caves. He's kind of useful because there are areas where you can run around in there on foot. So yeah, he's useful even in there, which is awesome. So definitely want to tame one of these guys. They are a little tough and a little tough to catch. They can deal out some damage, especially with their bleed to you. So having an RG, the last creature, is nice because you can actually pick this guy up and drop him into a trap for you, making life so much easier. Alright, let's go find the next item. Alright, number 4 on my list is the Basilosaurus, the ancient whale, right? This is an old whale. Fantastic underwater creature, probably the best underwater mount in the game, at least for a lot of reasons. One of the main reasons is it cannot be grabbed by a Tuso, which is the big squid. One of the very few creatures that can't. Jellyfish, when they sting it, will not dismount you, and it doesn't stun these guys and put them into a stun lock. They're not that fast, but they're pretty hefty on their ability to fight. They can deal out a decent amount of damage, as well as take it. And they give you kind of a a buff, your body a buff when you're riding one, that helps protect you from the cold in the depths of the ocean. Let's see if we can maybe engage a turtle here. Yeah, decent fighters. That guy was no prime example there, but they're decent fighters. You can get them to build up a good amount of damage. You can get some serious health on these guys as well. This guy's got 40,000 health and over 1,000 melee. He's been my go-to water mount since I first bred him up, really. Yeah, he's been an awesome water mount. As you can see, all that damage pays off. Can't quite reach him. Maybe if we go up here. Yeah. This one's a little tougher. Yeah. Now we got the piranha coming. But yeah, excellent creature. Like I said, one of the best water mounts in the game. It can access both of the caves on the island with no problem. You can get through those guys. We're very good with one of these. You slap a good saddle on them and go in with a partner, so you get a mate boost, and wow, you're in just the most excellent shape you can be in for those caves. Alright, let's check out our final creature. Alright, last but not least is the Rhino. The Rhino is probably the best, definitely the best flyer you can get on the island. Some of the things that he can do are just out of this world. The ability to pick up larger creatures like a Triceratops is just unrivaled. He can actually pick up a Rex, Uteranus, tons of these theropods that you normally would feel like, no, you can't pick them up. Imagine picking up a Rex and just dropping it into a trap and then knocking it out. Yeah, that's where these guys come in handy. Now, they're a very hard creature to tame on the island, but things have changed recently. And you can actually win one of these in Club Arc for 750 coins. So we've won two so far. The one that was used to make this guy, which was a very good one, a very high level one. And then I won one a couple nights ago that was absolute crap, but it was still Rhino. So if you didn't have one, it would be a great way to start. The whole thing of trapping and raising one of these is a little challenging, I'm going to be honest with you, but very, very rewarding. We've done it as a team or as a tribe. It hasn't been easy, but it's been fun. So yeah, that's that. It does have the ability to convert sap, you know, your regular old sap. Here's a Rex. We'll pick him up. I'll show you. Hey, dude, look at that. And I've got the faster, or I've got a mod on here that lets the Rhino still fly quickly, even though he's got a creature in his clutches. Normally they can't do that. What is that? If I can pick either of these up. Oh no, we don't want to fight him. Okay. Yeah, we got all kinds of violence going on around here. But anyway, where was I? You can't grab him. Yes, this is a game-changing creature, and being able to get one on Club Arc really makes things awesome. It can really even the playing field for everybody, you know. PvE, this is great. PvP, it's great. I know they nerfed the speed when carrying things because of PvP issues. I'm sure these guys are abusing the hell out of them and just running a bunch of stegos into someone's base and, yeah, soaking up all the crap and all that. Here's what else is cool, though. Check this out. Yeah, you can shoot from its back. Tell me that's not nice. Not a lot of creatures you could do that from. And it's got 2 seats on it, and if you stand up while you're on it, you're not going to fall off like you will on an RG and other flyers. This one, if you got it angled right, you can just stand up on it, and you're not going to end up falling to your death, which is really, really cool. This creature, until we had it, I didn't realize how much I needed it. You know what I mean? This is one of those. It was kind of a latecomer to the game. It wasn't there for ASE in the beginning, but as I think it ended up there toward the end, if I'm not mistaken. But my God, it's a fun creature to have. You can't breed it. You know, I did because we used mods, but you can't breed it. So, you know, you got some severe limitations to it. Again, my best advice would be go to Club Arc, play some games, and try to win as many of these as possible. Then you can have a couple at least. And if you got a mod that will allow you to breed it, then go ahead and breed it and have some fun with it. You know, that's what we did. We bred up a bunch of them and gave one to everybody in the tribe because the creature was too cool not to share, right? Anyway, those are 5 game-changing mounts in Ark Survival Ascended and in the base game. I'm not talking about Scorched Earth and all that because Scorched Earth does have a couple other mounts on it that are absolutely fantastic. I didn't want to talk about every single mount from like the Moss Chops up to the Bronto and for Gathering and all that. The only one that's on there is for Gathering is the Trike, but mainly because he's kind of like the first creature that you can actually tame up and use that's got a little bit of heft to him and can handle himself in a fight to some degree at least. Anyway, if you found this video useful at all, please leave a like on it down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to ring that bell for notifications. I will see you all next time. Until then, peace.